Attendance in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Toss left to Montgomery. He'll get this up to about the 44. Now this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The Bears at 4 and 6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
A second down run with Lewis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officer, green. Hey, computer.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance sliding out of the pocket. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, They get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Lance. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. Big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. He's got Lewis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 60 series. Watch it. 6.
Lance now on first down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Red. You're blue. Red, cycle.
From the 17, Lance. Complete. This is Lewis. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Daniel Bellinger, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for a second.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Now a hit and he fumbles. It's loose again. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On fourth down, Fields. He's got his tight end, Oliver. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Fields. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Oliver. Touchdown! Josh Oliver from 10 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 22, Lance. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on first down is Lance. And Davis with it left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Lance looking to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And Lance now to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Zay Jones, 26 yards. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fields now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the third quarter. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 142 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Read option, here's Montgomery. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the gun, here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Gabriel Davis. 57 yards. And the Niners have cut the lead back down to 2. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Boy, 199 yards rushing for him so far this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On 1st down, Lance.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A shotgun snap, Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check right. Check huh?
Lewis between the tackles, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Boy, 208 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From just shy of midfield, Fields flush to his right. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
The completion to Riddick.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Montgomery going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Fields on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Fields on the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Justin Fields. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Down. Strike. Check. Strike.
Again, it's Lewis. Oh, he's got a little dip. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 64 yards. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Fields. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And that's caught by Williams.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ultra.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown!
Gabriel Davis
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Fields.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears.
Velus Jones.
64 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still with.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Gabriel Davis.
45 yards.
And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Up the middle here, it's Lewis. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action, now it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 55 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And one last throw here for Fields. He finds Riddick complete.